What's up, y'all? It's your boy Carter the Boss. Let me explain something to you. I got stopped at the store. I walked out the store. I had got me some water. And this guy, he I guess he was like upset about the whole Joe Biden being president thing, and he's a Trump guy and shit, right? So he walks up to me and he says, "Hey man, why don't your people like Trump?" And I was a little offended at first. And I said, "What are you talking about?" He was like, "Yeah, a lot of African Americans voted for Trump." I said, "We need to go ask them." I mean, he said they voted for Biden. I said, "You need to go ask them, right?" He's like, "Are you telling me Trump never did nothing for you?" Like I said, "Me personally?" He was like, "Yeah, you personally." I said, "Oh yeah, Trump did a wonderful job for me." He said, "What did he do?" I said, "You remember when he sent that stimulus check out?" He was like, "Yeah, I remember." I said, "Yeah, he paid on my child support. Trump cool with me. He cool with me on that aspect. Like, he looked out for your boy." You know what I'm saying? He looked out for your boy on that. He said, "So you voted for him?" I said, "Well, who I voted for don't matter." I said, "You asked me, did I like the man? The man looked out for me. You know what I'm saying? He paid on my child support, so I ain't mad at him for that." He say, "So what is your thought process on politics?" I said, "I don't care about politics, bro. I don't care about politics. I don't really care who the president. I really don't. And I don't mean I don't care who's trying to do right by us. I just don't care who the president is. Because let me explain something to you. A person who's never been in the position that most of my people, and when I say my people, I mean people that live at mid-level or poverty, you can't really understand what it's like to go through what we go through. Rich people can't understand what poor people go through. So I was like, "Let me ask you a question." And he was like, "Well," I said, you're a white guy." He said, "Yeah, I am." I said, "You look like you're pretty successful." He was like, "Yeah." I said, "Where'd you grow up at?" He said, "Alamo Heights." I was like, "So you never lived in the Glen?" "No." "Austin Arms on Austin Highway?" "No." "Spring Hill?" "No." "Sutton Homes?" "No." "The Rigsby?" He was like, "Well, no." I said, "Camelot?" He said, "Where's that?" I said, "Okay, so I understand why we can never be on the same page." I said, "How many black people have you ever had at your house?" He goes, "Well, I'm not racist, but I had two." See, when a person starts the conversation with "I'm not racist," and then they can tell you exactly how many black people they've had at their house, you read between the lines. I don't care about politics because everybody in politics is corrupt. Like, let's just be honest. I call it how I see it. They was like, "Well, when Obama ran for president, all your people voted for him." I said, "Look, I'm gonna tell you like somebody told me. From George Washington to George Bush, everybody was white. Every president was white. So black and brown people didn't care. They just knew somebody that wasn't white was running, right? I don't keep up with politics and all that. So like, oh, you don't know that this president is doing this." I'm like, bruh, if you pay attention to how it goes, every so many years we get a president that messes up, then one president cleans it up, then another president messes it up, then another president cleans it up, and then it goes down like that. So with this whole Biden thing, I didn't even know who Joe Biden was. I'm gonna be honest. They was like, "Oh, he was the assistant president, vice president to Obama." Oh, that's cool. I don't care about that stuff. I care about the people that I impact on a daily basis. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad. Now, am I glad we got somebody new in there? Absolutely. Absolutely. Why? Because sometimes, like, when you give somebody enough power and you see how they act with it, you gotta take that from them. Because that means they don't know how to act with it. So seeing somebody new and seeing what they could possibly do, that's a good look. But as far as me caring about politics, like, no, I don't care. Because your job is to sell me on what you are going to do, not what you have done. I look at it like when somebody's not willing to tax rich people more, but you're willing to tax poor people more, I have a problem with that. Absolutely. Would I ever run for office if I ever knew what to do? Absolutely. I'd make it where everybody's good. But let me explain something to you. You have to be very, very strategic in how you communicate. And I look at everybody who's like, oh, if you don't vote, you're voting for the other guy. Okay. But I also feel like this. I don't have to vote for your guy in order to keep my thought process pure. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I voted for Biden, that was my choice. If I voted for Trump, that was my choice. I don't have to explain that to nobody. But what I do understand is, like, a lot of people are like, damn, we can't do 4 more years of this guy. I said, okay, that's somebody's opinion. But as far as I go, I'm not going to judge anybody on what they haven't done yet. Like, now, don't get me wrong, the one guy we had already didn't do a good job. And I was looking. He was like, the economy, this, and I was really looking. I'm like, nah, bro, you're lying. You know, so now let's give somebody else a new chance and see what they do. You know what I'm saying? Let's just give it a chance, see what happens. So now that the world can get back to normal, let's get COVID under control. Let's take care of our loved ones. Let's tell the people that we see every day we love you, and let's see what happens. Carter's Life.